Hi, my name is Alicia Gordon, and I am the head coach and CEO of Flow Momentum Coaching and Consulting. We're continuing our conversation today around SMART goals. This time we're on the last letter, which is T for time bound. How do we know, or how can we gauge the right time for our goals, for our finish line? Stay tuned because I'm going to give you a few tips about how to create a deadline for your goals. The first question you want to ask yourself is, when do I need, or when do I want for this particular goal to be accomplished? Sometimes deadlines are provided to us by our organizations, and so we have to keep up with those deadlines within our organizations. Or perhaps we have a career deadline that we're looking for, a budget deadline. We know that we need X amount of finances by a certain timeline. So some of those factors can help us identify the right date or the right period for which we need to be done with our goals. Just as we mentioned with the previous letters, it can be a good idea to look at your past. In particular, what timeline did you give yourself in your past goals? Did you make it there in time? Or did you overpromise and underdeliver and need to regroup? So when it comes to your current goal, identify what's the likelihood of you overpromising and underdelivering versus perhaps having some extra time. You always want to make sure you build in a little bit of extra time for the challenges that arise along the way. And finally, it's all about what it takes to get it done. How do you hold yourself accountable to the timeline that you set? So if you want to get something done over the next 6 months, what are the things that could pop up along the way and perhaps get in your way? And how will you hold yourself accountable to staying on track? Will you need an accountability partner? Will you use a calendar or some type of process to help you put things into place? Accountability is something that is designed from an individual standpoint. What works for you is not going to work for everybody else, and vice versa. So you really have to think about, in your past, what helped you to stay the course? What helped you to continue despite things not always going your way? In a nutshell, time bound has to deal with a couple of questions. It has to deal with what in the past worked for you. Did you overpromise? Did you underdeliver? And how does that align with this current goal? And the second part is that it has to identify what you need to do in order to keep yourself on the track with your goal. So what accountability measures are you going to put into place? If you enjoyed this particular video, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to continue to connect with me, you can do so on LinkedIn, Instagram, Facebook, and by emailing me at info@flowmomentum.com. You can check out all of my solutions and my free resources on my website at flowmomentum.com. I look forward to talking to you soon.